Good morning. It's late. I'm Barbara. It is Sunday, 17th? 18th? I guess I'm not sure, but I know it's Sunday. Cheers. Oh, the sun just came out. That's nice. Well, I stayed up late last night because, I don't know, I'm such a weird procrastinator. I don't know what it was about the starting on the front of my backbone sweater. Not my backbone sweater, that was my fuzzy sweater. My Archer. And I played... We didn't clear the table. Can you tell? I tried to make room for my stuff and I didn't do it very well. Let me get Dennis's stuff off the floor. Nothing breakable. I hope I never say these words again to you, but we're going to clean the table today. But we have to because Or's coming for dinner. And so we need to sit and eat dinner at the table like normal people. So it will actually get done today, and it's the only thing that really has to be done. I said, oh, absolutely, we need her to come over now while the house is clean. Hey. Strike while the iron's hot. That's what I say. So the rugs worked yesterday. Actually, the dogs weren't so muddy yesterday as I expected them to be. I think it's because we didn't get any packages. You know, the part of the yard right in front of the fence is all torn up, and that's where the mud is. And we're getting an invasion here because I am really late, and now everybody's up. But... oh, just the dogs. Dennis isn't up. But hold on, I gotta go open the dog door now. A lot of commotion around here, more than normal, because I am very late. Dennis gave me a coffee in bed, and so I've just been lounging around. But the dogs just came down, so you may get a dog sighting. Right, Pearl? Where's your sister? She's like looking at me. Where's your sister? Huh? Where's your sister? Yeah. Oh, I was thinking about, you know, Maisie came home so fluffy and gorgeous from the groomers. Did it occur to me to take a picture of her and like put her on Instagram? I didn't put either of you on Instagram, did I? So I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, my weird procrastination. Something about not wanting to like do that next thing. And so I played some poker last night, which I haven't done in weeks and weeks, months. Maybe not since October. I mean, it's been a while. But, you know, I got off that, not winning. Again, here you go. No, off. No, Maisie, off. Good girl. Say hi. Say, show your little fluffy face. They can see your eyes now, you know. You can't hide from them. Come here. There's your face. There's Pearl too. Yeah. Okay. Well. So after I was done not winning in poker, I decided to start my front of my Archer sweater. So I did that. And I finished that, but I ended up staying up way too late doing it. So here's the front, where you pick up the stitches on the outside so you make a ridge. And so here's the front on one side, and then the front on the other side. And I got to the place where I was finishing the one side, and I thought, oh, I just did that one side, let me do the other. And so I did that, but it meant that I stayed up way too late. But I have the two fronts going over the shoulder, and now I'm gonna, my next row will connect the two fronts here and then start. But once again, I have all these short rows that I have to do. And you know, and I'm thinking, oh my God, more short rows. Woman, you do a sweater called Archer that looks like this. Of course you're going to do short rows. You're going to be doing short rows out the wazoo. But I do have to say, and I once again apologize to Elizabeth Doherty. I have to say that her pattern is so fabulous because she has you set up, as soon as you're going to start a short row section, she has you set up those stitch markers exactly where you're going to do make the wrap and turn. It is so easy. You don't have to count, 8 stitches before the last time, that kind of stuff, which you normally do when you have a lot of short rows to do. So I kind of teased about all that jingle jangle on my first needle, but oh my gosh, I love this. So I highly recommend how she's doing this. I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's gonna, for me, it's not that straightforward to do that in a pattern where it doesn't actually specify, because I always get confused as to, where the wrap and turn is in relationship to the 8 stitches before, then wrap and turn. And if I were going to try to figure that out ahead of time on the row before I even started knitting on the row, I don't think I could do that. So having it in the pattern is so nice. So kudos to Elizabeth Doherty. I'm really enjoying this. And I don't know why I hesitated last night. And so I ended up staying up way too late. But I finished the 2 sides of the front. And the reason I started it so late, well, besides the poker, but the reason I was playing poker, wait, where's my, oh, there it is. I got a message from Sarah. Thank you again, Sarah. Sarah Pomegranate, who is the host of the Yarns at Yinhu audio podcast. If you haven't listened to that podcast, it's a wonderful, wonderful podcast. And I'm way behind on it because I'm way behind on it because I used to listen to it when I kind of saved them up and I would listen to them on my way to my parents' house. That's Pearl trying to get Dennis to play with her. Because it was 6 hours of driving and I could catch up. And so, of course, I haven't been there. And so I'm not caught up. I have to figure out how to add audio podcasts into my normal day. And I will do that because I do miss her podcast. It's lovely and I highly recommend it. But anyway, hi Sarah. She said to check out, because of my cowl that I was doing with the linen stitch, she said to check out this Flickerall. It's a free pattern on Ravelry and it's a scrappy linen stitch shawl. And one of the ways they do it is to make a fringe instead of, so you don't have ends to weave in. So I said, oh, let me check that out because, I made a big cowl and I made a sweater out of my Advent minis, but in the end, I still have plenty of Advent minis. So I started it. And this pattern is great because here's the linen stitch one side, but when you look at the other side is just as beautiful. And you know how I am with a reversible shawl. So I'm doing the large size, but in theory, but with the fringe. So that's my plan, and my current plan is to use up my minis from my Advent. And so I will be repeating colors because the first one, look, you used like 3 stitches, You do 4 rows in each color. I'm not even sure I did 4 rows in that purple. I was having trouble figuring out where I was and what row I was on and what I had done, and so I'm just starting to figure out how to read my knitting so that I know what row I'm on and that kind of thing. But isn't that beautiful? I am so excited about this. So I am once again working on my minis. And talk about bringing me joy. This was so much fun. But I did have to think about it while I was concentrating because like I said, I was trying to figure out how to read and how to remember, how to look at this and know exactly where I was in the pattern. Because it's an 8-row repeat and you change color in between. So in between at 4 rows because you only do 4 rows of each color. So anyway, thank you again, Sarah. And it's a free pattern, and it is a lot of fun, and this brought me a lot of joy. But then I decided I really wanted to work on my Archer sweater. But it'll be nice, you know, and this will use up all my beautiful minis. Look at these. Look at these. That purple. Something about that purple. I think it's the yarn is has a different texture. So it's not laying right. And I've redone it several times, but I don't think like I stitched it wrong. I may not have done enough rows. I do have trouble figuring out how many rows I did. You'd think you could tell how many rows of a color you did. Not as easy as it sounds. So it's possible. I don't know how I could have done, well, 3 rows because I wouldn't have ended up with my fringe on the correct side. So I don't know. Anyway, I really am enjoying knitting this, and I just started it yesterday, and I will keep doing it. I have the stitch marker here to tell me that this is the side where I'm doing my increase. So, and you just keep going till you're done. You know, till you run out of minis or it's big enough or however big you want, you just keep going. So eventually, it's not going to be so easy to figure out where I am because right now I'm counting. If I have an even number, if I've done 4 rows and I have an even number of stitches, then I'm here. And if I have an odd number of stitches, then I'm there. I'm in the first part or the second part. And so I still have some learning to do in terms of reading my stitches, but thank you again, Sarah. That brought me joy yesterday too. So I was crafting yesterday. I expect to do a lot of crafting today. I'm not going to be a very social creature today because I have plans to knit with a friend over, you know, Messenger or Zoom or something in the afternoon. And then I'm going to go pick up Orange. She's having dinner with us. And today is Sunday, so I'll be crafting with Christy, although she's still working on her stuff. She has her 10-year package due. I guess it has to be there first thing in the morning or something, I'm guessing. And it's not quite finished yet. So she's working on it today. So I said, well, we can reschedule if we need to, because that's the most important thing going on today. That's for sure. But she did take some time off yesterday to chill and craft. And she said she had a good day, so that's good. So I may or may not craft with her tonight. It depends. But either way, I will be working on my temperature library because I'm not going to finish what I need to do in the hour and a half, 2 hours that we craft together anyway. So, you know, I don't have to wait for her. It doesn't make any sense for me to wait for her. She can do it on Sundays with me because she'll finish her books, but I'm not that fast. So I need to start working on my temperature library. I have all these plans, but I just haven't picked it up. So I will do that tonight, whether or not Christy is available. So those are my plans. So I'm going to be very social because Aura's coming for dinner to see how clean the house is and ooh and ah. And I'm sure we'll have a fire, and that'll be the first step downhill to a not clean living room, and that's how it is. So that's the plans for today. I need to get going or I'm not gonna get everything done that I need to get done. So I will say goodbye. I hope you are all well. I hope you are taking good care of yourself and you have a wonderful Sunday. And I will see you tomorrow. So stay safe and stay safe.